So just a quick little encouragement today. I'm outside our house. We got married 10.5 years ago. You've just seen the anniversary, the 10th year anniversary, a couple days ago on the YouTube. And I apologize for the noise in the background. We've got a river that is overflowing because we had a lot of rain in Hong Kong recently. So I'm sure you can hear that in the background. But I just wanted to give a little testimony. When Bonnie and I were getting married, we were deciding on a place that we were going to move in together as a married couple. And Bonnie was still at home. I just moved into Hong Kong from Ireland, from the UK. And so I was sleeping on the floor of some other little place, and we had actually, I think, 11 people sleeping in the same house. And so I was on like a plastic, it wasn't even an air mattress, it was like a lilo, something you'd put in a pool. We called it the zoo. There were so many of us, and anyone who's watching this that remembers those will know exactly what I'm talking about. And so from that place of one step away from being homeless, now I'm going to move into a home. So Bonnie and I sat down together. We said, okay, what do we want? And we listed out everything that we wanted. We wanted a little place. We wanted it private. We wanted it to be accessible, but not too accessible. Not the middle of town, but that we could reach town within half an hour. And we wanted preferably, and people in Hong Kong will know what I'm talking about, you do not get little places by themselves. You live next to people. You live on top of people. You live under people. You don't have your own little space, but that's something we wrote down. And so we wrote down exactly what we wanted. We wrote down the price tag, and then we went to the estate agent and we said, we want this, this, and this, and this. And he looked at us like we're a little bit crazy. What do these Westerners think Hong Kong is? And he took us on the first day, in the first appointment, he took us to 2 houses, trying to meet these crazy requirements. And the first house was in the direction, but it was pretty rubbish. And it was out of our budget. Even though it was rubbish, it was too expensive. And then he took us to the second place. It was up the back alley of the back end of nowhere. As he was taking us to this place, we were walking past derelict houses and rubbish dumps and dumping grounds. And there was this weird little river that you can see in my background. And as we walked up to the house, we walked into what we lovingly refer to as the little castle. And we got like a little drawbridge that we walk up, and we instantly fell in love with the place. It was exactly what we wanted. It's got a little 2 stories. It's got a beautiful little door. It's tiny. It's only 600 square foot, which is small even for some Hong Kong people. But it's by itself. No one lives next to us. Behind us we got forests. And we got a little bit of open space. We got a beautiful river, which in Hong Kong is very unusual. We got a patio. We got a rooftop. And so whilst it's small, it's exactly what we wanted. And of course we decided on the dotted line and been renting ever since. So I just wanted to share that testimony with you. Even though it might be crazy, even though you might be destitute or homeless or close to it, write a list and ask God and list out and demarcate what exactly it is you want. The older brother's accusation against the father was, you didn't even give me as much as a goat. And don't be that older brother who didn't ask God for something. Put your faith out there. Try it. Test it. Even if it's a small thing, not even a place where you live. Maybe it's a pay rise, or it's a job promotion, or it's a contact for someone, or just having a cup of coffee with someone that you think is worth having a cup of coffee with and you think they're not accessible. Give it a go. Give it a go. I wrote a book for Bonnie's dad, Rob. I didn't write the book. I produced a book. And there was this great editor that I wanted to work with. And I just reached out to her. Like, maybe she's not world famous, but the person she was editing books for is world famous. Everyone would know that person's name. And so I just reached out to this editor and said, hey, would you mind? She replied, and she did it. And she did an amazing job that I would never, or anyone I know would have been able to do. And so you gotta put your faith out there sometimes. You gotta test it. You gotta try it. You gotta play with it. You gotta fail. So just give things a go. You can't lose. Only thing you'll lose is your own pride, and that's worth losing. So if you've got something that you actually want, if you've got a desire, mark it down, make it specific, and then say, God, what can you do? What can you do with this? And he'll amaze you. Bless you guys. Short one today.